Three, two, one. Hello, everybody. This is Renegade Rousey, and this is the Left Boxing Show. And what another dominant performance by Manny Pacquiao. You know, I had to chuckle a little bit. Those that watch this fight on HBO, when you listen to Max Kellerman talking about how he felt like Manny Pacquiao got hit a lot in this fight and looked, for the first time, at least to him, to be a little vulnerable. And maybe by seeing this, Floyd Mayweather should say, hey, this is the time actually to fight Manny Pacquiao after he's kind of fallen down a little bit or whatever, not at his best. I didn't see that at all. I saw just a dominant performance. Yes, Margarito had some moments in this fight, but I mean, come on, he is a professional fighter, and he's a bigger man by 15 pounds, what was estimated. So yeah, he's going to have his moments. He's going to hit Pacquiao, and he's going to hit Pacquiao because Pacquiao is a fighter, and he will put himself in harm's way. And he takes some, but when he takes it, man, he gives twice as much as he takes. And you saw that in this fight, how sometimes Pacquiao would allow himself to get in the corner or up against the ropes, and I'm sure Roach was going crazy, his trainer, in the corner. But Pacquiao will do that because when Margarito swings, Pacquiao is so much faster. And if you looked at the slow motion replays, yes, Margarito had some moments. He hit Pacquiao a little bit, but not to the degree that Pacquiao came back and boom, boom, countered him. Pacquiao was just faster, great footwork, able to move and keep Margarito from hitting him and hurting him very bad, and able to get himself in position. Just boom, boom. I mean, the power shots, I think it was like 40 to 50% that he was landing. He dominated this fight, no question about it. And if he looked vulnerable, I sure didn't see that. And Margarito's face did not show that. I had to laugh a little bit too. Now, this was early in the fight, but I love it when they cut to the corner and they're talking to Margarito. I think it was in the second round, and he's saying, he ain't hurting me. He ain't hurting me at all. I can go in. He can't hurt me. I can't feel his punches. Oh, yes, really? Well, your face told a different story, man, because that face after the fight, man, oh man, booyah, eyes out to here. I mean, come on. Pacquiao was just boom, loading up, and the power shots were unbelievable. And, you know, Margarito, I got to give him points and courage points because he just took that beating for that long, and he stood in there, and I don't know if he got redemption or not, but, I mean, he put on a decent display, and I can't, you know, I give the man credit. Anybody's going to stand in there and absorb that kind of punishment, hey, I salute you. My hat's off to you. I don't have anything bad to say about him in that regard. But as far as saying he wasn't hurting him, I mean, maybe, I guess, in the first or second round, those punches didn't hurt as bad, but the accumulation of those blows, I mean, these were not jabs, these were power punches. And the thing I love most about Pacquiao is he loves to fight, man. In his best moments, his best moments in this fight, or any fight for that matter, is when his opponent is having his best moments. Because Pacquiao encourages that. He encourages a fight. He doesn't mind getting hit, and when he does, man, he comes back with his power. And just, he did it tonight, and he's just a brilliant fighter. And the announcers alluded to that, and everybody, I think, that ever doubted that he was, sees it now, if they didn't already know it. Just a brilliant fighter, one of the best ever. You know, I'm no authority to speak on that, because I haven't seen fighters from a lot of generations, but I mean, give me a break. This guy's just unbelievable. He's a machine. I mean, just a freaking machine. Unbelievable performance. Now, I want to talk a little bit just about, you know, the drama before the fight. And, you know, Margarito and his people in his camp, I don't know what they're thinking. But I think you're only supposed to drink water after as far as liquids when you're in the training room. That's what Emmanuel Stewart was saying. And Margarito's getting, tearing things and pouring it in drinks. I mean, come on, man. I was like, dude, man, you're trying to get redemption. You're trying to say, hey, this was a fluke about the hand wraps. I'm not a cheater. And then you go pouring Kool-Aid or whatever the hell you're doing. Even if it was Kool-Aid, you don't do that sort of thing. And, his trainer or whoever was responsible for that. And they're doing it right in front of the official. So I don't know what was going on there, but that was not, to me, a very good move on his part. And it just kind of brings questions, again, about, whether he's on the up and up when he's going into a fight. So we'll see how that pans out. I'm sure they're going to have a drug test after the fight to see, if he had some ephedrine. They talked about ephedrine. That's kind of a stimulant. It kind of makes you, I guess, a little, it's a performance enhancer. So I don't know if he took it or what. We'll find out, I guess. But I just thought it was a great fight. The other thing I want to talk about, Pacquiao, is this man, he's a leader. I mean, he's a congressman now in the Philippines, but there's no question, this is not a follower. Manny Pacquiao is not a follower. He is a leader. Freddie Roach is a big presence in his camp, and he has a lot of advisors, and he listens to advice. But when it comes down to making a decision, Manny Pacquiao makes that decision. And the thing I'm thinking most about is the thing about the weight. They're telling Manny, his trainer, hey, you need to bulk up. You need to get to 150 pounds because you're going up against this guy and you got to have this weight. Well, Manny starts eating the protein shakes and all this stuff, and he just feels slow and he feels sluggish. And he says, no, I'm not doing it. I'm coming in at my weight, and he did it. He went in at his weight, and he just kicked some ass. I'm telling you, this man knows himself, and when he knows what he wants to do, he's going to do it. And nobody's going to tell him otherwise. Freddie Roach or anyway. I know he listens to these guys, and he listens to advice, but when it comes to a point where he feels something's right, he's going to do what he feels is right. The other thing about the goatee with Margarito, Freddie Roach was going to say, hey, I'm going to petition the board or the commission to have him cut the beard. Well, Pacquiao says, no, don't do that. That's going to be a target for me. And it was tonight. And, what else can you say? Just a brilliant performance. And I just hope we get to see this fight with Floyd. I'm not getting off this. I can't, because I want to see the fight between Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather. Because I don't think you saw, contrary to what Max Kellerman said, I don't think Pacquiao's going down. I think he's going up. And I think you didn't see the best of Pacquiao, because I think Pacquiao, on occasion, gets bored at times during the fight when he's beating the hell out of somebody. He just gets bored. And he has a heart, and he showed compassion tonight by not just continually pounding on Margarito when he saw his face. And he said as such in the interview. But I think whenever he is in a fight and his competition is bringing it, he is going to have the best. And I think Floyd Mayweather is the only one that can bring it to the level that Pacquiao is at right now. And I hope we see that fight. And until later, I hope to do another show here before too long. But for now, this is Renegade.